Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to share with you guys my tips today for how you can actually grow your channel while you have a full-time job, because the biggest thing about YouTube is maintaining consistency. You know, you could have a video that goes viral, you get 100,000 views or something, and if you're not consistently uploading, it really doesn't mean anything in the larger scheme of things. Because you have to understand that if you're interested in making YouTube videos, this is a long-term plan. It's not something where you're typically just making 1 or 2 videos every so often. Consistency is really key, and it's especially key when you have a full-time job, because I'm sure you're like me. If you're watching this, you wish you could spend more time making videos, but like you have all these commitments, aka bills, that need to come first. So I want to share with you guys some of my tips today. So my first tip is just a mental health tip, and it's don't be so hard on yourself. I know it can get really overwhelming and feel like, oh my gosh, I am overwhelmed. I have my full-time job and I have my YouTube and I wish I could be doing more, but I'm not, and there's so many things to do and you feel like you're not doing enough. Just understand that it's okay. It's okay sometimes to feel overwhelmed. It's okay to feel like you're not doing the best that you can, or you wish you were doing more, or you feel like you're not growing and you're upset about it. Just understand that all the feelings that you have are okay. This is a process. This is something that you're going to be feeling very different through the times that you're on YouTube, and especially if you have a full-time job. You have so much to juggle and you're doing amazing. Doing amazing, sweetie. My first tip is to stick to a realistic upload schedule. Posting on the same time and the same day is a better chance that you will get more views, aka the algorithm favors channels with more views and will push your videos forward. And so it's really important to be consistent. Number one, whatever that is, if that's only one upload every week, if that's multiple times a week, just make sure you're uploading at the same time, same day, every single week. But on top of that, be realistic with yourself. You know, obviously we want to all be uploading as much as possible, because just using common sense, the more you upload, the more likely it is that you will get views and your channel will grow. But that doesn't mean anything if you're doing 3 videos a week for a month and then you do no videos the next month. So look at your life and understand what a realistic schedule is for you. An upload schedule that is realistic for you. Don't feel bad if you can't upload twice a week, 3 times a week, or even every single week. Just be consistent with whatever you're doing. My next tip is to schedule times in your week that you're actually just going to focus on your YouTube content. This is really important because with your job and everything that you have going on in your life, it is so easy to say, you know, on Wednesday I'll work on my channel, and then Wednesday comes around, you had a really hard week at work and you're like, Wednesday's for wine anyway. Set a consistent schedule with what days you will be working on your YouTube channel. I found that this is really helpful for me because I'm the type of person that thrives with schedules. I'm someone that, you know, I need schedules. I need to be knowing, you know, Saturday mornings I will be working on my YouTube channel, because it's really easy to kind of go into a new week and say, okay, maybe on Wednesday I'll work on my channel, and then Wednesday comes around and you had a bad day at work, or you're tired, or your girls are like, let's drink wine and wine's better than YouTube. So make sure you set to a schedule. Even if it fluctuates a little bit, try to write out the week upcoming and dedicate some times during the week to just specifically focus on your YouTube channel. So you get in the habit of associating, you know, every single Wednesday night, that's when I edit. Saturday mornings is when I film. A lot easier to stick to making YouTube content when you have a schedule. Next tip, which is actually a tip I use in my work life, is to get in the habit of batch working. This is so important to be as efficient as possible and make sure you get the assigned tasks that you have to yourself done. Batch working is this concept that you will batch your tasks. So instead of jumping around, for instance, on YouTube from filming, editing, making thumbnails, commenting, you are dedicating certain time frames into one of those tasks. And this is really, really great for efficiency. If you're someone that you have a full-time job and you're trying to grow a channel, or you're interested in making a YouTube channel, time is of the essence. You know, there's only so much time in a day, and as efficient as you can be as possible, the better. What that means is I have a specific task that I sit down and I do, and I only do that task. I don't do anything else. And so what that looks like for me is Saturday mornings I film. I film about 3 or 4 sit down videos, depending on, you know, how much energy I have, how much research I've done before, and I just film. I just film Saturday mornings, usually from like 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and that's all I do. I don't edit any of the videos. I don't do comments. I don't do anything else. I just sit down and film. And then during the week, I will dedicate, 1 to 2 hours, say on a Tuesday night, Thursday night, to just edit. Another thing I do is like when I'm trying to engage with other people, so I love watching other small YouTubers, especially some of like my online friends that I've made. I sit down and I watch like 3 or 4 videos all at the same time so I can comment. And so that makes your brain to just think about one task. So your brain's not jumping over and trying to do 5 or 6 different things. It's also really good if you have a hard time concentrating like I do. I'm someone that gets distracted easily. I have a hard time concentrating. So this is great for people like me. This is the most useful tip if you're really worried about like the time it takes to grow a channel, the time it takes to actually do all the things involved in having a channel, and you are someone that's very limited on time already, and you have, a full-time job and a lot of other commitments, but you still want to make time for YouTube. Batch working. The tip I have is to research the videos that you will be making before you sit down and film. This is so important. Videos where you sit down and you just talk to a camera versus vlogs or something a little bit more interactive where you have a purpose. There's certain high key points that you want to hit, and it's really important to research that in advance. And research sounds like research, like I'm looking up journal articles, news articles. No, I mean like even just writing down, hey, I'm going to film a video on X. Even doing that, so you're not wasting time when you sit down and film a video and you're like, what should I talk about? During the week, I will sit down and think about some videos that I want to film, either just like looking through Google or, things that I personally already have in my mind that I want to film, and I'll put them in a Word document. And when I'm ready on Saturday, I'll open it back up. Another thing, depending on your video, is before you actually sit down and shoot the video, you can write out the topics and sort of like some high key level points that you want to hit. I did this for this video. This is like my squiggly lines on this video. I can't even read my own writing. This is really helpful so you're not sitting in front of camera and you're like, okay, I know what the video I want to be talking about is, but I don't know what specific points I want to make. So this is really important to research the videos before you actually sit down and make them, especially for search engine optimization. I will make a whole other video on this. You want to do your research on how most effectively you can optimize your channel, your videos, your views. So that involves, searching and understanding your keywords, using apps like TubeBuddy to know how you will be potentially ranked, doing your keyword research, understanding what are maybe potential great keywords to include in your description and your tags, and research into what you could name your title that may potentially get your video to rank. All the background research that you should be doing before you actually sit down and film your video. So this will be helpful for 2 reasons. Number 1, so when you sit down, you're not just like, what am I filming this video about? And number 2, you are more likely to film and upload videos that will actually be ranked. And I know like filming videos is not all about ranking. It is about interest in what you want to be doing. But if you are trying to optimize your time and you have as little time as possible and you're really interested in growing your channel, trying to make videos that will rank is kind of your top priority. And then you can, as you grow, make sort of some videos that you may be personally interested in but may not rank. So my next tip is to connect with other YouTubers. This is so important, especially when you're trying to grow your channel and be small, and just for your sanity of like connecting with other humans, which is amazing, but connecting with people that have similar interests in you. So connecting with other YouTubers is great, like on a personal level, to like make new friends. I mean, I feel like I have so many online friends now that every time I see their videos come up or they comment on my video, I get so excited when I see their names. But it's really great too, because when you're connecting with other YouTubers, especially in things like forums, Facebook groups, it's a way to share feedback. So I'm in a couple Facebook groups and it's been like amazing because it's a way for you to get feedback on thumbnails, ask questions, why am I not growing, tips on efficiency, like, hey, everybody here has a YouTube channel, what else do you have going on in your life and how do you maintain being efficient, because I'm struggling. So it's really great to connect with other people that are just experiencing the same things as you are. It's also great because it's like your YouTube network for how to get like critical feedback. In some of these groups, I've like posted thumbnails or I've asked for feedback to watch my YouTube videos, and I get all sorts of feedback of like, that's not like a great thumbnail and XYZ reasons, or feedback on your intros are too long, and a lot of other like really useful feedback. And it's great because you get so many new friends, but also it's great because you actually get critical feedback, and the better you can make your channel, the more likely it will grow. So definitely try to connect with other YouTubers, either if that's like finding people that are in the similar niches as you, commenting on their page, following them, supporting them, them or joining Facebook groups. Personally, I found Facebook groups to be the most useful way to connect with other small YouTubers, so definitely try that. Like, just, you know, whatever your niche is, if you make like beauty hauls, like beauty YouTubers of, you know, Canada or the USA, or like women of YouTube, like something you put into Facebook and groups will pop up. And there's so many groups, so you will eventually find one that's like really great fit for you. It's great to connect with other small YouTubers. Just don't get caught up in this like sub for sub toxic culture. I mean, I'll get into another video on that, but there's a lot of people out there that are just like sub for sub, which means like you sub to their channel and they sub to you, which does nothing for you because they will never view your channel, leave comments, or like, and honestly support you at all. So I'm genuinely talking about like making meaningful connections with other small YouTubers. But I hope you found this useful, and just know it's okay to feel overwhelmed at some points. It's gonna be like this, your YouTube career going up and down. You know, Bex is here to support you. Bex, are you going to support us making YouTube? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment about some of your tips for growing on YouTube while you have, you know, a full-time job or whatever else you have going on in your life. It can be really hard at some points, you know. It's just overwhelming because you come home from work and the last thing you want to do is stare at a computer after you've been staring at a computer all day. So I feel you. I'm sending you lots of virtual hugs, and just know that we all feel the same way. We all feel overwhelmed at some points, but we just have to keep pushing. So I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, please give me a like and think about subscribing, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.